First, I want to thank you guys definitely for always coming on, helping us. And Kathy, you were right. I mean, this knowledge, I try to get on while I'm driving, coming home from work, whatever. I'm here trying to get on every, and if I miss it, I'm listening to the recordings. Um, I'm I won't say I will say I'm new, but where I think I'm struggling the most, and I don't even say it's a struggle, it's more of scared if I'm doing it wrong. So I'm in the process of purchasing a property, looking for a PML, which I think I found one, but just the PML altogether of asking how to like present it. I'm not good with the computer. So maybe that's where I'm struggling the most, is because no, all my pictures aren't like, I don't know. Where is it that I can maybe start with getting, comfortable with trying to set up and ask the questions that I need to get my deal across? You get what I mean?
Sure. I'll start on this one. So the first thing is all about mindset, Stacey. You have to remember that, and this was something that I struggled with as well. When I first started, I remember having conversations with Brenda, like, who in their right mind is going to give me $150,000? Who, and it didn't, I couldn't figure out why anyone would do that. But then I remembered I am the workhorse for their money.
Right.
They need me just as much as I need them. And that sort of switch in mindset. If their money stays in the bank, they're going to collect 1%. If their money is with me, they're going to see 8%, 7, whatever the percentage is, they're going to see that money. I am the workhorse for their funds. So as an investor, the first thing that I'm looking at is numbers. You can show me pretty pictures all day long, but what do the numbers say? What does your plan say? So make sure that your numbers speak for you. Your pictures, your pictures are what they are. Sometimes people go off of no pictures. Sometimes I've bought properties, I have 3 pictures, but the numbers work out. So any lender that's worth their weight in gold is just triple checking your numbers, triple checking. And in my packet that I have, my lender packet that I give out, I have all the information that they could want, so that when I speak to them directly, I've already put my best foot forward. So my lending packet starts with a picture of the house, then it has inserts on the neighborhood, where the house is located, what my plans are to do with the house, and what rents are going for in that area, just because I buy and hold. The next thing is like what my lending packet is, what I'm looking for. Then I have, I also put my comps in there, right in the packet, so that they don't have to go searching, looking for comps. A lot of lenders don't do their due diligence, even though they know that they should, but a lot of them don't. So I put the comps that I find, that I'm basing my numbers on, right there, so that they don't have to go looking for them, so that they have all the information. I have my ARV, I have my plan of exactly what I'm going to do to the property, how much money I need for the rehab, all of these things. And I put it in a nice, pretty package with the whatever pictures that I have at the end. And I give that to them first, so they can read through it. And a lot of times they've made their decision before they've even really talked to me. So when I talk to them, I'm really just getting to know them and answering any questions from the packet that I sent over that already has any answers that they have questions for. So let your lender packet or pitch deck do the heavy lifting for you, and really make sure that has all of the information. If you have a good deal, lenders are looking for good deals. We're all here for the same thing. You have to remember, like, if they were looking to like convince me, maybe I don't want to necessarily work with you. You know, you need me. So, you know, I'm not here to convince anybody. I'm here to look for someone who's ready to do some business. And if you can see that I'm doing business, I have this excellent deal right here. I'm looking for someone who can see that that's an excellent deal, and I don't have to really do any convincing. You know, what would you ladies say?
I'd agree with that. I do. I am very much, though, a phone person. So I think your packet should speak for itself. But when I need PML in 24 hours, I'm on the phone. Like,
Absolutely.
And part of it is being on the phone is good practice because I am so effective on a phone. My packet's not near as good as me most of the time because I know what the PML is looking for, and I want them to know, hey, this is the reason why I'm choosing this neighborhood. The numbers may be good, but I want them. There are, like, my PMLs that I'm using, they're getting a lot of decent deals tossed their way, but I want them to pick mine because not only are my numbers good, like I know this area, it's in my backyard. I've already got and I let them know things because I will tell you when I do a deal. When I flip a property, because I have the ability, I have good contractors. Like this lake property that I contracted when I was at the California event, I contracted it during the event, sight unseen. But I asked for one option day. And I said I need Monday. Well, on Sunday I'm contracting it. I have my contractor, my foundation guy. I have the boat dock and wall analysis all met me out there on Monday. So when I go on my PML, like I've already got the boat done, I've already had the estimate on this, my numbers are solid on the rehab. Well, I can put that on the packet, but I want them to know, look, this is what's solid. Like I'm not playing here. I know my numbers and I've already had the contractor on site. This is where we're at. I've even got a cushion of this. I'm still underneath the number. And then I want to tell them, and I have two options. I'm fixing and flipping this, and if it doesn't move within X number of days, my PMLs love to know, what am I doing if I haven't moved this deal in 45 days? In 45 days, if I'm at a 3-month thing and I'm at 45 days and I'm telling you 6 months, now then if it's your first one, you can't say some of these things, but it doesn't matter. On your first one, you still can be diligent about your numbers. Hey, these are my numbers. This is why I picked the area. This is what I want to know. And use an agent. If it's your first one, call an agent. Like I used agents in the beginning to tell me about this area. What do I have to do? What do I not have to do? An agent knows, like I know Dallas Fort Worth, and there's still this one area that's kind of highly desirable area, but it was townhomes and it just wasn't my thing. Well, I called 3 agents and I literally put it on DFW Real Estate Investment. Listen, Turtle Creek Townhome, who's the agents that sell here? I need some information. Well, they all think I'm selling it. Well, I don't care. But I told them, look, I got a townhome. If you will help me and I get the deal and you help me on what I have to put into it, I'll give you the sell. And I it's a risk if they believe me or not, but I'm a person of my word. I had 3 agents meet me out there. They look at it. They're like, Kathy, you need to do this, this, this. You don't need to do this in this area. And so I let my PML, hey, I already talked to an agent. They've already looked at it. This is what I know. This is what they're thinking. And so that part is me. Like you can do that on a first deal. You can be diligent, and they love hearing confidence in your voice. And you can be confident even if you've never done a deal before. And if your numbers are there, like the numbers don't lie. PMLs are wanting to make a difference, but they also want to know that you have a backup plan, basically. What's the backup plan? And that you are going to be protecting their principal. And then they get to decide what they're doing. So, and if there's anything that you're not good at, if you don't believe you're good at it, get good at it. Whatever it is, because you're going to need it anyway. And if it's, computer or graphics or things like that, but I recommend both. Like, yes, the packet, get on the phone. And getting on the phone, especially initially, helps you get comfortable talking to PMLs, and you'll learn something from every one of them. What are they looking for? What are they needing? I may learn it from this phone call, and I'm like, bam, I've already used it in my second and third phone call with the second and third PML. You know what I mean? Like, you're going to learn the more you talk.
Definitely.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, completely agree. Confidence is extremely important. Just wanted to add a little thing is, you can borrow the experience and the confidence from this network. I had a property that had fire damage, and therefore we couldn't find lenders that were willing to lend on a property with fire damage. Even though I had experience flipping, but I didn't have experience with flipping fire damage properties. So I just said, get me to the person that is going to be making this decision, and I want to have him on the phone. And they scheduled me on a Zoom call with the CEO of the lending company. I was like, okay, I didn't ask for the CEO, but okay. And so just to make a long story short, when I told him, I belong to a women real estate investors network called ROAR, and we're 2,700 women, and we help each other and we learn from each other. And that's how I connect. Because he asked me, you live in California, how did you find a deal in Washington, D.C.? I said, I belong to a women's real estate investor network. So you borrow the confidence from the network, right? We are all helping, really. We're all supporting each other, helping each other. So you seem a very charming person. I know you have very good people skills. And as Vanessa said, you just need to be on the phone and say, look, I found this property. I like this neighborhood because this, and this. This house is in this condition. It needs this, and this. But I have the right contractor that is going to help me put it at the right place. Give the information that you need to give them so they feel confident about investing with you. And, maybe the first time you're going to be a little nervous talking about it. It's okay, because the second time it's going to be better and better and better and better, right? Until you completely feel, okay, I'm confident about talking. You start calling PMLs all the time, and the one that is interested, will say yes. And that's what you need to do. Talk to many until you get one that says yes. You just need one.
And bring the deal. Olga, that was such an excellent thing that she said. Bring the deal to this Q&A, and then you can confidently say, let us look at it. And if we're like, hey, I think the numbers look good, just say, hey, I'm in a network with, and my coach who's done, 89 deals or whatever says the numbers look good. But I also want you to know days on market are 36. Like, there's things that are significant to me as a PML.
Mm-hmm.
If the days on market are under 45 days, you need to be highlighting that.
Yeah.
And if they're like under 30, like, hey, hello, here we are. We have a home run. And if you feel like it's a home run and you've met and ask, use the network, like she's saying, use the confidence of the network, use the stats of the network. You do have coaches that have done a significant lot of deals. And if you got stuck and you really had a hot deal, you could pop in. That's the value of Roar Society. You can pop it in and someone's going to answer your question. Well, someone took a quick look at this deal. And we're coming up with deal analysis for you guys.
Yes.
So,
Coming up.
I think that was just like an awesome thing. And being able to say, hey, my coaches looked at it, but listen, this is less than 30 days. Someone suggested you. I wanted to get with you first to offer it up to you. Even saying that, do you hear that language?
I do. I'm catching all the little nuggets for sure. And I'm writing them down as you're saying it too.
That's the way to do it. Yes.